Never take your eyes off the prize. Everyone's got something to do in their life. They're moved by something in their life. It's what gives them the go to or the go in, right? Or other people say the motivation to be motivated, like a motor, right? Your prize can be so many different things. Like for everyone, every one of us, we have a certain level of ideals, whether it be being planted in us because of someone else's expectations or something that we literally came up with. Well, not literally by our own, but we had a certain level of good influences that gave us something to go forward with. And having that prize in front of you, as someone once said, that the journey, it lies in the destination and the destination lies in the journey. They're both one, they both pour into the other. The prize along the way is basically you hanging on to every level of dignity and uprightness that's been handed. It's actually in your environment. It's being it's being given, and you were basically there to hold up your hands, and you allowed it to be have a portion of it come into you according to uh, how well endowed you are inside. But what I mean by being well endowed, how allowable you are to the goodness of God coming into your life, right? Your prize. Some people go for the prize of finding something that they can buy to basically make them feel better. Other people find a prize where it's a goal they're going after, a working towards a certain kind of career or something that they see in their mind's eyes. This is it, right? One way or another, it gives you something to go after. Along the way, you are going to, whether you accept it or not, you are going to encounter people who are not on the same journey, and you basically have to. If you can start your life off earlier in your life and have a mentality, okay, that you are on a path, and the only people that are allowed on that path with you are not the ones who's going to trip you up, the ones who are like-minded, right? Along the ways, it depends where and who you came from, what kind of environment you're in, where you may be stuck in that environment. Your prize is given to you when you get enough inside of your character to get out of, right? The prize always increases when the end result of whatever is good is handed to you because you're willing to endure whatever to hang on to integrity. As if someone would say, well, he didn't give up his integrity. Or you can't be bought and sold for $5 or $10. That's where you try to rip somebody off, or you try to downplay or shortchange somebody, or you're willing to look the other way while someone in your environment gets hurt by your actions, or even by someone else that you know that you have the power and the capability to stop it, right? All those things are the prize, right? The thing is about one prize is that when you receive the present, whatever that prize is, and you open it up in the quality of life, you will discover there's more stuff that's been added. That's why they come with game shows where people have been trekking all over the world. I forgot I forgot some of these shows are called. But where they go and they find one clue that leads to the next, and one clue always had a reward for finding it, right? And they move on to the other one, and so on and so forth. The Amazing Race, I think that's what it's called. Anyway, where I'm going with this is that you cannot, if afford, and that word literally afford, you cannot. It's so costly to give up the prize. Now, the thing is, many people go after so many different things in life. The best prize you will ever, ever, ever go after is the one at the end of your life that you look way off in the distance and you want to see the welcoming hands of the living God, the one who said, "Well done, my good and faithful servant," or "my good and faithful child," right? All along the way, the prize should really be the person who will not give up integrity, they won't give up righteousness, and they won't give up honesty for anything. Because with it comes so many other rewards, right? Your prize could be, without even knowing it, your prize can be people who are looking at you from the peripheral of your life and seeing, here's a person who's living and is really learning to live uprightly, up, right? And when they see that, some of those people can have the ability to take you 10 steps or 100 steps forward. There's also other people, as you hang on to your integrity, who are more than happy to take you 10 or 100 steps backwards, because you will discover, if you are keeping your eyes on the prize, there are so many people who don't even have that as a second thought. They're just not motivated. They're not motivated by anything but just to simply, live. They said, live, was it life is a bitch, for tomorrow you die, or just eat, drink, and be merry, and that's life, you know. People who have that extra something, I don't know exactly how people gain it, but I do think that when you take so many steps into the avenue, into the world of uprightness, something else gets given to you. Those kinds of people end up having a lot of hope. They end up having a lot of oomph. There's something gets planted aside of them, an ear, a heartbeat that is not of this world, that gives them the ability to go into places where other people haven't. And even in just physical places, we're talking about a way of life. And whatever your pursuits are, whatever you're looking for, don't be taken away from the vanity of others. What is vain? It even says beauty is vain, and its charms is deceitful, and beauty is vain. But the one who, or the woman who praises, fears, respects the living God will have much praises. Let your prize be for what's going on inside. Because when you're ready without knowing it, God has a way of surprising the ones who are upright. And the Bible even says that it does not enter into the hearts of men, right? In a common way, the things God has prepared for those who love Him. And any prize that you will go after the prize of wanting to be loving to God. You want Him to look down upon you and want to see, like, sure, you're gonna have, it's all, and it's gonna, the dependency comes with a lot of things you're gonna have to shed in your life, right? Right, the things that you've stored up, the things that may be holding you back. But that one tiny arrow living inside of you, that you see the prize, that tiny little arrow is enough. God can use to take you many miles ahead. So I'm just going to end with this as an inspiration for today. Keep your eyes on the prize and consider the prize. Consider what it will cost you. If the prize is good, the end result, you want your prize to be eternal life. That's what Jesus says. I've come that you may have life and have it more abundantly. The best prize you will ever have is not you worked for something or you went after something in this life, and then you discover at some point, this is it? What's left? But live your life in such a manner that your prize is eternal life that's been given freely by the Son of God. From there on, so many things comes into place. When God is your partner, or you become on God's side, He will be your friend, but He will be right beside you. And there's one thing in this life that we need more than anything else. Every one of us, exchange the word need for require. It's a requirement. Is having the right support system. And God has a way of bringing the right support system into your life. by causing you to see more clearly of those who don't support you, who don't support your dreams, who don't support you as an individual who's going upwards in a different level, right? All in all, when you have goals and when you have a place, a fixed place that you see, you have something to get up to every day and something to go forward. And I tell you, man, that is one of the most incredible, most amazing contributions you can make in this life as you're going along, because other people get inspired. So I will say this, man, keep your eyes on the prize and make sure it truly is not going to be surprising in a worst way. Make sure that prize is something to go after, something that's worth everything and determines who you are as a unique individual in the sight of God. Don't go after uniqueness that's not really unique, right? Don't seek after fake self. See you all. Have a good day, and God bless you. And yeah, we'll talk again. Do like and subscribe. Thank you.